It's time for the Doug Garrison Show. This week, the Spotlight on Service features the Marquette Zonta Club and their upcoming art auction. There's a summer fashion show next week at the Blue Lounge to benefit the Superior Watershed Partnership. We hear about that and the work of the partnership as well. And local singer-songwriter Andrew Lorinser performs. Hey, that's me. Stick around. The Doug Garrison Show starts now.
Tell the host 2 minutes. Stand by live to tape. Lighting to show level, please. Confirm front of house sound and PFL. Roll tape on masters, channel to places. Alright, let's clear the set. Cue John music, open stage mics, standby effects, standby CG, standby to open on 3, 2. Alright folks, let's have a good show. Stand by, roll it in.
Alright, okay. Thank you very much. We've got a great crowd here at Up Front and Company. Come on down and join us sometime. We tape on Tuesday nights at about 6:30. I think you'll have a good time. Thanks for joining us here, and thanks for joining us at home on Charter Channel 12 and Fox UP. You know, one of the things we do on this show is I don't really get too political. I've made a couple comments about some things here and there, but typically avoid things of political issues. You know, I'm not the smartest guy on the block, so we'll let the intelligent people figure those things out. But I do know that a lot of people these days are concerned about the size of government and the intrusion of government into our lives. I'm not an enemy of government. I'm not a big fan of inefficient government. If it works well, that's fine. But I think it's up to the people. If we rely on government for things, then government will take those things. But if we want to have less government, less intrusion in our lives, then the people have to pick up the ball on some things. Well, I read a story this week about something going on at Starbucks. And what Starbucks is doing, they've created a program called Create Jobs for USA. And what they do is they've created a fund. And you can contribute to that fund by buying one of their colorful wristbands. And they put this money together to help small businesses start up. In other words, they picked up the ball, and rather than relying on government to help create jobs, which is one of the big issues these days, they, as the people or a business representing people, they're trying to do something to help people create jobs. So if you enjoy a good cup of coffee, we have some Starbucks in our area. Feel free to visit one of our Starbucks, and maybe you'll consider contributing to this effort. Because the more of these things we do for ourselves, the less we have to rely on government. I also want to point out, I want to name drop, for those of you who don't know, Howard Schultz, the CEO of Starbucks, is a Northern Michigan University graduate. Went to Northern at the same time myself and our floor director Kim here and some of our friends. So we know Howie, what we called him in the old days, but he's done some good things as CEO of Starbucks, and this looks like a program that's great for everybody. So if you want to contribute at the same time and have your coffee, check out Starbucks next time you're in the market for that. Okay, we got a good show tonight. We're going to talk about some things of local interest. We're going to talk about a summer solstice art auction. We're going to talk about a summer fashion show. We're going to talk about fresh water, always important in summer. And we got a guy, a singer-songwriter who I'm sure loves summer by the name of Andrew Lorinser. He's going to join us a little later on. So stick around. We'll be right back.
Zip. Zilch. Nada. Not a penny due when you drive away in your new Honda.
Make no down payment on this Honda Civic and pay only $220 a month.
With no first month's payment and zero deposit.
Get this, not 1, not 10, but 26 times the Honda Accord has been voted a top 10 car. This one's just $250 a month with zero due at signing.
Come pick out your new Honda at the new Riverside of Marquette.
The Doug Garrison Show is brought to you in part by Bell Hospital and Bell Rehab Services. Safely take the road to physical recovery with Bell Rehab Services. And by Peninsula Bank, celebrating 125 years in Marquette County. That's Peninsula Bank. And by Cliffs Natural Resources, a global mining leader with local investment and impact. Cliffs Natural Resources. Spotlight on Service is presented by the Marquette Community Federal Credit Union, where they are all about service to community. All right, let's talk about a little art for a cause. And with me is Erica Payne from the Marquette Area Zonta Club. Erica, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we're happy to do that. Now, you guys have a big art auction coming up, and I want to understand it's your first ever.
It is.
Tell us about it.
Well, we've had a rose sale traditionally where
Yeah.
we compete with the Rotary Club to see who's going to sell the most roses. Well, we're not going to do that anymore.
You got tired of beating those folks, and
No,
you're going to go on to
yeah.
something else.
In fact, we did win this year. They
Okay,
had to
there you
service
go.
lunch.
We'll talk about it. Good job.
So we developed this art auction. The art auction is developed to raise funds to support our scholarships and grants that go back to the community.
Yeah. Now, it's next Monday, the 18th.
That's correct.
Yeah, where's it at?
It's at the Landmark Inn
Okay.
from 6 until 8.
What type of art is going to be featured?
Pretty much local art,
Good.
actually exclusively local art.
Yeah, good.
And from a variety of different artists.
Yeah.
I mean, we have some silk artists, we have some people who design jewelry or prints, photography,
All types of media.
all types
I've
of
heard
media.
that word used when talking about art. Well, it's good that you're featuring local artists because we have a lot of very talented local artists.
We do.
The format, is it a live auction or is it a silent auction?
We're going to do both.
A little combination.
Yeah, there'll be a silent auction going on. In some of our bigger items, we will do a live auction to get people a little excited.
Yeah.
One of our big items that we're excited is somebody has designed a wine rack that actually holds 36 bottles of wine, and it will come full of wine. But there's some beautiful prints that will also be auctioned at live auction.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I mentioned Monday night's kind of interesting for an event like that, but you don't compete with a lot of other stuff on Monday night, so that should be good.
Right.
Landmark's always a great place for that stuff. Who's your auctioneer?
Actually, I'm not really sure who we have for
We'll
an
find
auctioneer
out
at
when we
this
get
point.
there.
Yeah, you'll have to come and see who
I
our
know it's not
auctioneer
me,
is.
and that's good too. There's a lot of talented people around that are able to do that. And people, are tickets required, or can people just show up?
Well, we would like you to purchase your tickets beforehand.
Okay.
You can contact any Zonta member. We have pamphlets going around the community with our webpage, zontamarquette@gmail.com.
Okay.
And you can request tickets there. We'll have some tickets available at the door.
Okay, great. Let's talk a little bit about Zonta. And I know you're a fairly new member to the organization, but you said this fundraiser takes the place of the rose sale. You also do the big Cozy Nut sale at Christmas time, and
Right.
these funds go towards scholarships. And what other types of projects does Zonta get involved in?
Well, one of our big projects that we do is the Evergreen Award, where we recognize somebody in our community who has advanced the status of women.
Yeah.
A similar event is our annual Rose Day, where we recognize several local community members for also advancing the status of women.
Yeah, that's good. If people are interested in joining Zonta, can they just contact a Zonta member and express their interest?
Yes.
That's the way to start?
Yeah, they
and-
can contact anyone. They can come and check out a meeting, see what it's about, see if it's for them.
Sure, and it's all women,
Yes.
and that's fine. That's good.
We have lots of supporters who are men, though.
Well, that's good, and as well we should. And you also have the Young Ladies Club. I believe it's called the Z Club. That's a high school level Zonta
Yes, and there's also the Golden Z's, which are at the college level.
Club. Okay, great. Well, it's good. Get people started young, both in high school and college, to learn about service to community, learn about working with a group of people, and finding the pleasures of doing things that are selfless acts, like what you guys do. Your slogan is "For Good Forever." I like that because it's groups like yours, and like I suggested in the open, if we don't want to rely on government for everything, we need to take the mantle ourselves, and groups like Zonta and others are picking up the ball where it needs to be taken care of.
Right, agreed.
Yeah, well, good. Well, we thank you for your time and service to Zonta. Good luck with the Summer Solstice Art Auction fundraiser. Remember, if you want to go get a ticket in advance from a Zonta member, visit their website. It's kind of a complicated web address, but if you Google Zonta Marquette, you'll find it. Erica, thanks for joining us, and have a good time with that. Good luck with that. Thank you very much. Erica Payne from the Zonta Club of Marquette. Stick around. When we come back, we're going to talk about fashion for a cause. All right.
Guess what? You can get any new or used car finance in the Marquette Community Federal Credit Union for 3.9% APR. New or used. Got your eye on this new Escalade? 3.9%. How about this 75 Gremlin? 3.9%. Looking at this stylish Dodge Dart? 3.9%. How about a new Chevy Cruze? 3.9%. RV, boat, tractor? 3.9%. What about this DeLorean time machine? 3.9%. 3.9% auto loans, new and used at the Marquette Community Federal Credit Union. Stop in and apply today.
Togo's, Marquette's original submarine sandwich.
Okay. All right. The summer fun continues. We're having fun this summer. The summer in Marquette there's just nothing like it. And we have a lot of different events like the Summer Solstice Art Auction. Well, we have another event. It's called the Chabello Summer Fashion Show. And I want to welcome in Nicole Korn and Yubi Giardi, the organizers of this event. Thanks for joining me, and thanks for letting me know about this.
Thank you.
It's going to be great. This is a fashion show now. Yubi, you kind of came up with this idea that you probably want to show some things off from your store, which is Chabello, but you also had some motivation behind that. Tell us about it.
Right. Well, one thing was I wanted to get downtown businesses involved in this, just kind of promote ourselves and just promote community in general.
Sure.
And then I wanted to do something for a good nonprofit organization in town that maybe doesn't get the name out as much as they should.
Yes.
And so I thought Superior Watershed Partnership was just amazing. They do so much for Marquette.
Yeah,
so.
very good. You know, and I talked about that in the open. We talked about it with Zonta, that we don't have to rely on government to do everything for us. If the
Right.
people and businesses pick up the ball and do things like this, then that works out great. And I think you've picked a great organization, the Watershed Partnership, and we're going to talk to one of their representatives after this segment. Nicole, let's talk about the fashion show itself. It is Thursday, the 21st.
Yes.
So it's next Thursday. Tell us where and what time and how do we get in?
The Blue Lounge Vera Bar is where we're actually going to have the fashion
Okay.
show.
Another
There's-
downtown business.
Yes. And there's a wine tasting at 6.
Or
We're
as I
gonna
like to
have-
call it, wine drinking.
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
And there will also be raffle, grand prizes, silent auctions, live music from Mike Paquette. He is a wonderful singer, plays guitar, pretty amazing fella.
And you've got the Double Trouble DJs there.
Yes, they will be actually doing the music for the initial fashion show, which will start at 7.
Okay, good. What about tickets to the event? How do people get tickets?
Tickets are $25,
Okay.
$35 for VIP, and you can buy them at Casualties, Darling, and of course Chabello.
Okay. And the fashion show is kind of the draw of the whole thing.
Of
kind of the
course.
and it features a lot of different types of things, not just clothing.
Yes, we have
Right.
Watson & Watson jewelry, Vintage Kisses jewelry, Beat It Unlimited. Casualties is going to have sunglasses that we're going to wear.
And
Lots
we've got
of
a couple
fashion.
models here today.
Yes.
Why don't you tell us who we have with us tonight?
We have Jessica and Ben.
Jessica and
They're
Ben.
both are
Kind of
very
sample models, the
attractive.
type of thing that we might see at the fashion show.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, they're good. How many different models are there going to be?
A lot.
We have a lot,
Are
yeah.
you guys going to model?
I will be one of the models. Yui is going to be the amazing person behind the
I'll
scenes,
be in the
making
backstage.
sure everything's running smoothly.
Okay, good. Once again, I wanted to find out who some of your sponsors are. Can you help us with that, Yubi? Some of the other people that are participating.
Definitely. Darling is actually going to be doing clothing as well as Chabello. We have, like she mentioned, Watson & Watson doing some of their jewelry. Casualties is doing sunglasses. We have Vintage Kisses doing some of their jewelry as well.
And that's your business?
Yes.
Very nice.
Some of our sponsors, we have Pride Printing, Uper Shirts. We have TLC Catering that's doing all the catering.
Everyday Wines is doing the wine tasting.
Yes,
Ah,
yes.
yeah.
And their wines are amazing, reasonably priced.
Good.
The
We
Point,
have
the Eagle, the Bay.
Yes.
Yep, they're always very good with supporting all these types of local things.
Double Trouble DJs is actually doing all the announcing. They're building the stage out. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Glow Studios.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay,
yes.
good.
Glow
Doing the
Photo
fashion
Studios
show.
is
Doing the
doing all the photography.
Thursday night at the Blue Lounge, next
Yes.
Thursday, the start of the weekend, as I like to say. Sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun, and again, for a good cause. Yubi, I think it's great that you took this on. Yeah, hopefully it helps all the business that participate, but certainly a fundraiser for the Superior Watershed Partnership.
Definitely.
That's a great cause. Nothing like fresh water, you know. We need all we can use.
Yes.
You know, while I've got you here, Nicole, you're also involved. You work at Auto Armor, the office manager there. You guys are very involved in UPAWS. So throw another plug out there. You got a golf outing coming up too.
Golf outing's coming up June
Tee it up for tails.
22nd. Tee up for tails, absolutely.
Yep.
We still are looking for more golfers.
Okay.
It's $85 a person.
Okay.
I believe $340 a team.
Okay.
And also, if anyone wants to donate any more donations for raffles, silent auction, we could always use more donations.
Okay, and call you at 228-5353
53, yes.
To play or
Yep.
contribute.
And it'll be Friday, of course, June 22nd.
Okay, so we got
And
the
it'll
fashion
be
show
9
Thursday.
a.m..
Yes.
And the golf outing Friday.
Yeah, just
and then you
take
can
the
take the weekend.
long weekend off.
Okay, great. Well, I
Yeah.
think this sounds great. Ladies, thanks so much for coming on, and
Thank
thanks for
you.
doing
for
this.
having us.
And, you know, to do these things for a great cause, that's what makes this community what it is. I really believe that. Okay,
Thank you.
Nicole and Yubi and our models over there, thank you very much.
Thank you.
You've got a
Thank you.
following. Okay, great. Remember, that's next Thursday, the 21st, the Chabelo Summer Fashion Show. Okay, when we come back, we're going to find out about the Superior Watershed Partnership, so stick around. All right.
There are many reasons for pre-planning funerals. Peace of mind, sparing family difficult decisions, paying for tomorrow's services at today's prices. But none is more important than making someone's loss a little less empty. Contact Canale Tonella Funeral Home for their free brochure on pre-planning.
This isn't an ordinary kitchen, it's a Schwalbach kitchen. So what makes that name so special? It's simple. Schwalbach Kitchens means quality. We take pride in our work and it shows in every detail. Our family of professionals work for your family to make your house a home. Customer satisfaction has always been at the heart of our business. We'll answer all your questions, listen to your ideas, and incorporate them into the final design. There is a difference when it comes to affordable cabinets. Come see for yourself. Schwalbach Kitchens, kitchens with the personality.
All right. All kinds of folks coming out on a summer night here to Up Front and Company. Come on down and join us sometime. We tape every Tuesday night at about 6:30. And remember, like the Doug Garrison Show on Facebook, and you can follow along with all our activities. So like us there. We appreciate that. Okay, our next guest is Lisa Kotler, a board member with the Superior Watershed Partnership. Thanks for joining us.
You're welcome. Thank you.
We just had the ladies on that are going to do the fashion show. That proceeds are going to benefit your organization, and I think that's a great thing. You had mentioned that you're a 501c3, and you count on charitable contributions from people to fund your organization.
Absolutely. We apply for federal and state grants, and we raise donations, and we're very appreciative of to be the recipient for a charitable cause like this.
Sure, and you get people that come to this area and love the Upper Peninsula for what it is, and they help contribute to things that help keep this area as beautiful as it is.
Right.
We were talking a little bit about what some of the things the partnership does, and you do kind of fly a little under the radar, and Yubi mentioned that they wanted to donate to an organization that maybe wasn't all out there with the big fundraisers, and I think you guys fit that profile. But you are involved in a lot of things that we see happening, but we don't maybe know that it relates back to you. You mentioned the red buckets around downtown Marquette. That's a watershed project.
Right. Our mission is really to help preserve, protect the watersheds that serve the Great Lakes, and the Red Bucket program encourages people who are downtown or anywhere where they see one of the red buckets, and if they're a smoker, to put their cigarette butts into the bucket instead of flicking them on the ground. If they land on the ground, then when next time it rains, it's very likely that cigarette butt will go into a storm drain and end up on our beaches. And so this is a way to prevent that.
Yeah, and that probably didn't cost a lot to enact that program.
It's got a lot of impact, though.
Yeah, well, it illustrates the whole concept of the watershed, and that is that there are certain parts, geographical areas of the UP, and all the water and all the stuff in the water flows from those areas into, for example, ours is into Lake Superior.
Absolutely.
So whether it's a cigarette butt or whether it's fertilizers or used oil, whatever it is that you're putting into the system ends up in Lake Superior.
Exactly.
And it's your job to inform us of that and protect
Right.
that beautiful, clean lake.
We're trying to encourage individual action and collective action.
You know, fresh water is one of the most precious items out there. I have the statistic here, 97% of the water on the earth is not fresh water. It's salt water. Only 3% is fresh water, and most of that is in our frozen ice caps. So we have very little usable fresh water. We have to take care of it.
We need to be good stewards, absolutely.
Yeah. What drove you to get involved with the partnership?
Well, it was an interest in the nonprofit arena, and then also having known Carl for a long time, Carl Lindquist, executive director, and
Yeah.
Richard Anderson is our chairman of our board. So I was invited to join by them, and I've been really happy to be part of their board and help guide the organization.
Yeah. If other people want to join,
Contact Carl, Carl Lindquist at the partnership, and go to our website or call the office.
I encourage you to visit their website, which is superiorwatersheds.org. A lot of information on there, some neat stuff, and you can get the contact information to find out how to get involved.
Absolutely.
There's another project you're involved in. It's interesting to me. It's the Lakeshore Boulevard, the water break there, the rocks and all
Right.
the riprap that's down there. What's going on there?
Well, this is some very early work that we're doing, and it's convening community groups to provide input in terms of what they would like to see as that road is rerouted, because that is a long-term program through the city of Marquette that it'll be rerouted. And so our group is working with some community, providing opportunities for community input about their desires for the road.
Yeah, well, that's always been kind of one of my pet peeves, if you call it. You drive along there and you have this beautiful, it could be a beautiful view of the lake without all those rocks there. Right. Now, we know why they're there. Lake Superior is pretty forceful, and if you don't put something up, all of a sudden you're going to have some swampland there and not a road.
Absolutely. It's a much longer term project. It'll be several years before I actually see any work begin, but right now we're just getting community input.
Yeah, well, that's the kind of thing that the Superior Watershed Partnership is involved in. And certainly, I think that's something that's very visible in the community and might encourage people like yourself to say, you know what, right. I like what they're doing, I want to get involved.
Right.
Well, again, we thank the ladies that from Chabello and Nicole from Auto Armor that are going to do this fundraiser for you. We appreciate the time that you put into this. It's citizens stepping up and doing things that are good for the community. So,
great.
Lisa, thanks for joining us. Tell Carl we said hi.
Will do.
And keep up the good work.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Superior Watershed Partnership doing good stuff. Okay, stick around. When we come back, Andrew Lorinser. You don't want to miss him. No. All right.
City Insurance has you covered. Located on Washington Street, Marquette.
Enjoy the golfing experience of a lifetime every day at Marquette Golf Club. Our two 18-hole championship courses offer everything from relaxing family fun to competitive golf as challenging as that found anywhere in the world. Our custom rate structure allows you to choose a membership package that accommodates your schedule and budget. And we offer reasonable daily fees always available to the occasional player. In this day of green sensibilities, there's nothing more green than a day on the links at Marquette Golf Club.
Okay, the crowd is still enthusiastic here at Up Front and Company. Appreciate you sticking around. We've got a neat entertainer for you here. A friend of the show. I'll call you a friend of the show because your work at Redfellow Records, working and promoting and developing bands, and we've had a lot of those bands on the show, and we certainly appreciate all you did there.
Yeah, I mean, we're grateful to be a part of the music scene. It's been a good 7 years. It's time to move forward, but yeah, we're appreciative for what you guys do here too, to promote arts and culture and music, and it's been a good thing to be a part of.
Yeah, now you're going on to the next phase of your life, but we're not sure what that is.
Yeah, I mean, opportunities are out there. They're endless. We'll have to make some decisions in the next couple months, but yeah, we're looking forward to it, I guess.
I would assume music's going to be a part of it.
I don't know, you know, like you turn hobby into professional stuff and it kind of loses the passion for it, so.
Well, we hope you still play and sing in one fashion or another.
I definitely will.
Okay. We're glad to have you on the show tonight, Andrew.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, what are you going to play for us?
I'm playing a song called Kristen's Song, and it's about my grandma.
Okay, Andrew Lorinser.
Kristen, can you see? After all these years, you're still the one, you're my only. And I believe there's gotta be a way to get back to the day we fell. That October I remember so well. You were 19, I was 21,000 miles away from here in my head. The train left to Burlington. It was October, I remember it so well. In the things that we said were the lies that we left that autumn in. I'll never forget the regret that comes with never making it east to see the changing trees in Burlington when you were 19. We were so young, we were over our heads and times have changed. Believe me, Kristen, we were naive. I was 21,000 leagues under the sea, and I was drowning there in my bed. It was October, I remember it so well. Now, Kristen, listen, it's been 2,100 nights, and I wondered why you decided you and I would be better off in silence. So if you'll change your mind to try to feel what you felt that October, I remember so well. And the things that we said were the lies that we left that autumn in. I'll never forget the regret that comes with never making it easy to see them changing trees in Burlington, in the smell of the leaves, in the sound of the silence, and the way you moved me when you were 19, and the way you moved me 21,000 times every day, sitting waiting patiently, wondering where you've been, where you go when you go, when you go, when you're gone. And I believe we were dealt a better hand, and a round of applause for a second chance at saying all the things that we left unsaid that autumn man. I'll never forget the regret that I felt never taking you out east of Burlington to see them trees and the smell of the leaves and the sound of the silence, and the way you moved me when you were 19, and the way you move me now.
The Chrysler Building is now complete, and Fox Nagani is ready to officially open the doors to the public.
Stop in and meet our new Chrysler sales team and celebrate with specials all month long on our complete line of Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles.
Plus, take advantage of service specials and a $14.95 oil change.
It all leads up to a grand opening June 25th with a ribbon cutting ceremony on June 28th. Join us at Fox Nagani, your hometown dealer, only the best.
The Doug Garrison Show is brought to you in part by Checker Transport. Check out the brand new limo and coach all-in-one. It's great for trips and corporate events and seats up to 30 people. Find out more, visit marquettelimo.com. And by Marquette Golf Club, home of the classic heritage and award-winning Gray Walls golf courses. For rates and information, visit marquettegolfclub.com. All right, I want to thank our guests, Erica Payne from the Zonta Club. We had Nicole Korn and UB Giardi from the big fashion show coming up to benefit the Superior Watershed Partnership, and from that partnership, Lisa Kotler. And of course, we had Andrew Lorinser. Join us here again next week on the Doug Garrison Show. Thank you very much.